He thought success made him invincible. He thought money made him untouchable. And he believed his parents, simple, ordinary, middle-class Americans, were obstacles he needed to escape. But life has a way of humbling the proud. This is the story of Ethan Cole, a man who disrespected his parents. Until the one day when the world flipped and he finally realized who had been standing by him all along. Ethan grew up in a small town in Ohio, in a worn but cozy house with a white picket fence and a backyard full of memories. His father, Mark, was a mechanic. Hard-working hands, always covered in grease. His mother, Linda, worked at a local bakery. Gentle smile, flour on her apron, kindness in her voice. They weren't rich. They weren't fancy, but they loved their son fiercely. Ethan, however, dreamed bigger. He hated their old cars, hated the hand-me-down clothes, hated this small-town life. By the time he was a teenager, he felt embarrassed by his parents. When kids joked, "Your dad fixes cars in that old garage? Your mom still bakes pies for a living?" Ethan pretended to laugh, but inside, he boiled with shame. At 24, Ethan got hired as a tech analyst in New York City, his dream. The skyscrapers, the hustle, the nightlife, the status. Suddenly, the simple life back in Ohio felt beneath him. He bought suits, expensive watches, a sleek apartment in Brooklyn. His parents called every night to check on him. He stopped answering. His mother would leave voicemails. "Just wanted to hear your voice, sweetheart." He would roll his eyes.
"Mom, I'm busy."
"Stop calling so much." His father sent him tools just in case, and Ethan would laugh with his fancy friends. "My dad thinks I still need a wrench."
Q.
Ethan soon met Vanessa, Instagram model, polished, stylish, obsessed with luxury. She loved the rooftop bars he took her to. She loved his office view. She loved his ambitions. But when she found out his parents were small-town workers from Ohio, she smirked. "Oh, that background. You don't really talk to them anymore, right?" Ethan forced a laugh.
"No.
"They're not really part of my life like that." And that became his truth. He never took Vanessa home. He never let his parents visit. He never introduced them to his new world. One weekend, Mark and Linda drove 9 hours to New York to surprise their son. They walked through the city, holding a map, trying to find his building. They looked out of place among suits and sunglasses. When Ethan came out of his office and saw them waiting, his heart didn't fill with joy. It filled with embarrassment. "Mom, Dad, you can't just show up here." Linda smiled softly. "We just missed you, wanted to see your life here." But Ethan whispered harshly, "People here are watching. You shouldn't be here dressed like that." His mother's smile faded. His father quietly said, "We didn't mean to cause trouble. We'll go." And they walked away, slowly, painfully, back to their old pickup truck parked miles away. Ethan didn't chase after them. Then came the crash. The tech market dipped. Companies froze hiring. Budgets were slashed. And one morning, Ethan received the email no one wants. "Due to restructuring, your position has been terminated." He read it 3 times. Heart pounding.
Career gone.
He looked around his apartment. The bills, the rent, the lifestyle. Everything depended on that job. He told Vanessa. She didn't comfort him. She didn't encourage him. She simply said, "Call me when you're stable again." And she walked out of his life. Just like that, months passed. Savings disappeared. Job applications went unanswered. New York became cold, loud, lonely. One night, with only $68 left, Ethan finally broke. He picked up his phone. For the first time in months, he called home. His mother answered on the first ring. "Ethan, are you okay?" His voice cracked. "Mom, can I come home?" She didn't ask what happened. She didn't scold him. She didn't mention the hurt he caused. She simply said the words he didn't deserve. "Of course, sweetheart. Come home." When Ethan arrived in Ohio, his mother hugged him like he was still her little boy. His father took his bags and said gently, "You don't have to explain anything. You're safe here." They prepared his old room, cooked his favorite meal, made him feel human again. For days, Ethan didn't say much, until one night, he broke down at the dinner table. "I treated you both terribly, and you still welcome me?" His father took his hand and said, "Son, parents don't love their kids because they earn a lot. They love them because they're theirs." Ethan cried harder than he had in years. But life still had one more lesson. A week later, his dad collapsed in the garage while working. Ethan rushed to him.
Dad.
At the hospital, the doctor said, "He's been ignoring the symptoms for months. Heart issues. He should have come earlier." Ethan whispered desperately, "Why didn't you say anything?" The doctor replied, "He didn't want to worry you. He said you were busy." Those words shattered him. Ethan held his father's hand and cried, "I'm here now, Dad. I'm here. I'm not leaving again." His father smiled weakly. "That's all we ever wanted." Moral of the story. In America, people chase success so hard they forget the ones who raised them. But when life breaks you, it's never the world that catches you. It's always your parents. They may not have money. They may not have status. But they have something far more powerful. Unconditional love. Never let pride make you forget the hands that held you first.